Don't miss the tea. Subscribe now.
Girl, grab the bottle. No, not the glass, bring the whole bottle. You are going to need it because the level of disrespect I have just endured is actually astronomical. I'm honestly shaking just telling you this. You know how I've been talking about that woman from Hinge, right? The one I matched with back in October, yeah, her. Sit down because the tea is piping hot and it is bitter. So let me rewind so you get the full picture of my clownery. We matched in October, right? And things were actually going pretty well. We were texting consistently, had a few phone calls throughout November that lasted for hours. Vibe was good, chemistry felt there. Fast forward to New Year's Eve. I decided, you know what, I really like this girl, I want to make a gesture. She lives in a different state, about a 2-hour drive away. So I planned this whole trip to go see her for the first time in person. It's New Year's Eve, it's romantic, it's supposed to be the start of something new. I get in my car, drive 2 hours and get to her city. She had literally just moved into a new apartment. And you know me, I'm an acts of service guy. I didn't just show up with a bottle of champagne and sit on the couch. No ma'am, I rolled up my sleeves. I see boxes everywhere, furniture still in flat-pack cardboard. So what do? I spend hours helping her assemble her furniture. I'm talking Allen wrenches, confusing instructions, sore knees, the whole 9 yards. I am building this woman's home for her, and I didn't stop there. I went to the grocery store, bought ingredients, and cooked her a full dinner from scratch while she got settled in. I wanted her to feel relaxed. I wanted the night to be special. I was putting in effort, okay. So we finally sit down to eat this meal that I slaved over. The ambience is nice. It's New Year's Eve. We're finally face to face. And this is where the red flags started dropping like confetti. We are mid-conversation, eating the food I cooked at the table I probably helped assemble, and she is glued to her phone. And I don't mean just checking the time. She is texting, vigorously, smiling at the screen, giggling. I'm sitting there like, hello, I drove 2 states to be here. I tried to ignore it at first. I didn't want to be that guy who complains on the first date. But then it happened. The moment that should have made me flip the table. I was telling her a story, trying to engage her, and she looks up from her screen half distracted and says, "Oh, that's so funny, David." Girl, she called me by another man's name to my face while I was feeding her. My soul left my body for a second. I just froze. It wasn't even close to my name. It was clearly one of the guys she was texting at the table. But because I was so deep in my cool guy era and trying not to ruin New Year's Eve, I didn't scream. I just laughed it off. I was like, haha, wrong guy, and forced a smile. I swallowed my dignity along with the pasta, but I stayed. I figured, okay, she's flustered, she's dating around, maybe she's just nervous. We eventually finished dinner and went to bed. The sun comes up. It's New Year's Day. The first morning of the year. We are lying in bed. I'm right next to her. And what is she doing? Is she looking at me? No, she is on her phone again. I glance over because she's not exactly hiding it, and she is on Instagram. She is scrolling through, liking pictures of other dudes, responding to DMs, while lying in the crook of my arm. The disrespect was so loud I could hear it ringing in my ears. At this point, I couldn't just laugh it off. I sat up and I asked her point blank, "Are those other men you're seeing?" And she just looks at me cool as a cucumber and says, "Yes." No shame, no "oh sorry, just a friend." Just yes. Like I'm an accessory she picked up at the mall. I felt so small, honestly. I had driven all that way, built her furniture, cooked for her, slept in her bed, and I was basically invisible compared to the pixels on her screen. I got up, packed my stuff, and left later that day. The drive back was miserable. 2 hours of just sitting in silence, replaying the David incident in my head, feeling like a total doormat. But wait, it gets worse. Because apparently I love to suffer, I didn't block her immediately. 2 days go by, I'm stewing on it. I decide to be an adult and communicate my feelings. I call her up. I was very calm, very mature. I said, "Listen, I really like you, but I felt extremely uncomfortable with how much you were engaging with other guys while I was right there visiting you. It made me feel disrespected. If we're going to continue seeing each other, I can't deal with that behavior. I need you to be present with me." And you know what? She apologized. She sounded sincere. She said, "I'm so sorry, I didn't realize how it came off. I promise I will respect your request. When we are together, I will focus on us." I believed her. I thought, okay, maybe she just lacks social awareness. Maybe she's just used to being single and juggling people. I decided to give her a second chance. Strike 2 is bad, but strike 3 is why I'm drinking this wine. Just yesterday, we are on FaceTime. I'm thinking we're back on track. We're talking, catching up. And I see her eyes drift down. Then I see the thumbs start moving. She's texting again while on a video call with me. My stomach dropped. I stopped talking for a second, just watching her. She's smiling at her phone, typing away. I'm literally on the screen looking at her, looking at someone else. Then she looks up at the camera, clearly in a rush to get off the phone now, and says, "Okay, David, I have to get ready for work." Silence. She did it again. She called me the wrong name again. And not just any name, she called me the name of the guy she was actively texting while ignoring me on FaceTime. I just stared at her. The sheer audacity, the absolute lack of regard for my existence as a human being. It wasn't even a slip-up anymore, it was a habit. I was just a placeholder. I was background noise to her main event. Something in me finally snapped. I didn't yell, I didn't scream. I just went cold. I said, "Thank you for your time." And I hung up. Immediately, and I mean immediately, my phone starts blowing up. She's calling, she's texting. "OMG, I am so sorry. Please pick up. I didn't mean it. Please don't be mad." She was begging, literally begging me to stay on the phone, to let her explain, to apologize again. But I was done. The clown makeup was off. I washed my face. I didn't answer a single call. I didn't reply to a single text. I went to every social media platform, Instagram, Hinge, Snapchat, whatever, and I hit block. Block, 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 deleted the number, exorcised the demon. I am sitting here now and I'm oscillating between being furious and being embarrassed. Like, am I crazy? Was I overreacting? I don't think I was. I drove 2 hours. I built the damn table she put her phone on to text other men. It's just the entitlement. To think that she could have me there in the flesh, treating her like a queen, and she couldn't even give me the basic respect of remembering my name because she was too busy lining up her next option. It's disgusting. So yeah, that's the story. I'm done. I'm officially retired from the dating scene for at least a month. I need to detox. But seriously, tell me I did the right thing blocking her. Because if she finds a way to contact me, I need you to snatch the phone out of my hand. I cannot go back to that. I refuse to be David ever again. Pour me another glass. I need it.